Hey everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. Welcome back to another video. Today we're diving into some excellent hidden gems for Commander, cards which are underrated, powerful, and totally awesome. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's check out these hidden gems. Number 1. Secrets of the Dead. An enchantment spell that costs 1 blue and 2 generic mana to cast. It says the following: whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, draw a card. So, starting the list off strong, this card is a total hidden gem, especially for those players that enjoy brewing graveyard recursion decks. If you have any deck that casts spells from your graveyard, Secrets of the Dead is a total value machine, turning out cards with absolute ease. This is a powerhouse in decks like Modrofa the Gravetide. If you have a Commander deck with her, try this enchantment out beside her. It is honestly fantastic. Secrets of the Dead is an enchantment, so it will sit on the board and passively draw you cards as the game goes on. Enchantment removal isn't as popular as creature or artifact removal in Commander, so it's likely that this gem sits on the board for a long time without being targeted. For just 3 mana, you can't complain. This is a value machine. It often flies under the radar, it's not well known, and a lot of people are less likely to destroy it immediately when they see it than more obvious threats in the format like Phyrexian Arena. Great card overall, and I highly recommend trying it out, and you can buy this card for around 70 cents. Number 2. Experimental Frenzy. An enchantment spell that costs 1 red and 3 generic mana to cast. It says the following: you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. You can't play lands or cast spells from your hand. For 3 generic mana and 1 red mana, destroy this enchantment. So I really like this card and have very fond memories using it in draft and sealed tournaments a few years ago for Guilds of Ravnica, which was a great set by the way. Well, I say a few years ago, but I just checked its release date and it was October 5th, 2018, which is 7 years ago. Where does the time go? That is insane. Anyway, yes, Experimental Frenzy is a total gem and deserves way more play. I rarely see this card in action. Especially amazing for mono red deck lovers, as this enchantment offers fuel for when you have no cards left in hand. It's a risky card as you no longer can play cards from your hand. However, it allows you to play cards from the top of your library. So if you can manipulate what's on top, you can gain a lot of value and keep your momentum going without using cards in your hand. Plus, if you have no cards in your hand anyway, then this is just going to be great and help you out a lot. So this card works best in mono red decks that tend to run out of gas as the late game runs towards you. It's best utilized in the late game after all. So yeah, one last thing to note is it comes with a fail-safe option that allows you to remove it for 4 total mana, should it become a hindrance. Overall, it's a solid gem, highly underrated, and definitely worth trying out. It can help you clutch a win, and it can do a lot of work on the battlefield. You can buy this card for around 50 cents, which makes it pretty budget friendly, so why not try it out? Number 3. Soul Partition. An instant spell that costs 1 white and 1 generic mana to cast. It says the following: exile target non-land permanent. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. A spell cast by an opponent this way costs 2 generic mana more to cast. So this is an interesting one. It feels like a modern day take on Oblivion Ring. For 2 mana, you exile any non-land permanent, but its controller can recast it for 2 generic extra mana. This is a fantastic tempo play that can delay a game-winning threat or a crucial piece of ramp, often for multiple turns. Basically, it's great to use to annoy your opponents and slow down their momentum. At instant speed, a removal spell for just 2 mana is pretty spicy. Plus, it can target any non-land permanent, so it offers great flexibility. One other thing that's worth noting is that if an opponent used treasure tokens that they had to sacrifice to cast the spell that you're going to target with this, it's very likely that they're not going to be able to cast it anytime soon, even with that 2 generic mana. So yeah, 2 generic mana may seem like a very small amount, but if they're using treasure tokens to cast their special spell and they no longer have those treasure tokens, you can really slow them down. You can buy this card for around 90 cents. Hey everyone, if you're loving these spicy hidden gems, do me a solid, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Every click helps the algorithm send these hidden gems to more players who need them. Okay, now let's get back to the list. Number 4, Cemetery Protector. A creature human soldier that costs 2 white and 2 generic mana to cast. It has 3 power and 4 toughness, and it says the following. Flash, when this creature enters, exile a card from a graveyard. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, if it shares a card type with the exiled card, create a 1/1 white human creature token. So this card is mega sweet. It has Flash, which gives it great versatility as it can be cast on anyone's turn, not just your own. Plus, when it enters, we get to exile a card from any graveyard, so we can target remove something which we do not want coming back from an opponent's graveyard that they may want to be trying to play. Or we target opponent type that we can benefit most from, as whenever you play a land or cast a spell, if it shares a card type with the exile card, create a 1/1 white human creature token. This makes Cemetery Protector excel in human tribal decks or token strategy decks. You could even utilize it in an aristocrat themed deck if you wanted to, as it will spawn you fuel to sacrifice to your aristocrat strategies. Overall, this is one highly underrated creature card that should see more play. I never really see it in my Commander games, and at just 4 total mana to cast, it really can put in a lot of work in my opinion. So yeah, definitely worth trying out. You can buy this card for around $1.60. Number 5, Steely Resolve. An enchantment spell that costs 1 green and 1 generic mana to cast. It says the following. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type have Shroud, so they can't be the target of spells or abilities. Yeah, this card is exceptionally powerful. Shroud is a great ability, and this low-cost enchantment can grant it to the majority of your creatures, but it's best to use it in a tribal-themed deck. However, it is crucial to note that its effect is global. So if you choose a creature type like elves, for example, your opponent's elf creatures will also gain Shroud. So just keep that in mind. Despite this minor drawback and its rather high market price, because yeah, this card is a little bit expensive to buy, it remains a highly effective card for offering defense and safety for your permanents of a certain tribe on the board. Have any of you watching tried this card before? Let me know how it's performed for you. You can buy this card for around $15. So yes, a little bit pricey, but very powerful. Number 6, Rescue Retriever. A creature, dog, soldier that costs 2 white and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 3 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Flash, when this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each other soldier you control. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to other attacking soldiers you control. Okay, I love the card art on this one. Such a happy doggy. Rescue Retriever is the best boy. As a card, he is a total hidden gem. I rarely see this glorious happy doggo on the battlefield, and that is such a shame for 2 reasons. First, he just makes you smile. I mean, the card art is superb. And secondly, it is a very, very good card, a total hidden gem. But yes, it is, however, a rather niche card, as to be honest with you, it only really works within a soldier-themed deck. So if you do happen to have a soldier commander deck laying around, then please add Rescue Retriever to that deck. It is very potent within such a deck, offering a decent power up of +1/+1 counters on each soldier you control, and best of all, prevents all damage that would be dealt to other attacking soldiers you control, which is great if you want to go on the attack and keep your board state safe. You could also utilize this with a Voltron deck if your Voltron is a soldier, as you'll be offering it that +1/+1 counter, and yeah, you'll be able to prevent all damage that will be dealt to the attacking soldier when it attacks. So if your Voltron commander is a soldier, this could really work well together. Overall, this happy doggy is fantastic, and although he is very niche, he can be a total powerhouse in the right deck. You can buy this card for around 50 cents, making him very budget friendly, so why not try him out? Worst case scenario, put him into one of your folders, and whenever you're feeling down, just have a look at this happy doggy, and hopefully he will turn that frown upside down. Anyway, number 7, the final card on my list today. Convenient Target. An enchantment or a spell that costs 1 red mana to cast, and it says the following. Enchant creature. When this aura enters, suspect enchanted creature. It has menace and can't block. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. For 2 generic mana and 1 red mana, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. So I really like this one, although I'm a little bit biased as I have a thing for cheap to cast auras, especially efficient ones like this one. For 1 red single mana, we get to suspect 1 target creature and give it a +1/+1 buff, so not bad at all. We even have the option to return this card to our hand from the graveyard if we do happen to lose it in battle or to removal. Great stuff, reliable, easy to use, it fits in a lot of decks out there, so why not try it out? Best of all, it is totally budget friendly, as right now you can buy this card for around 35 cents. Okay, we've arrived to the end of the video. What do you all think of the cards I've listed? Do any of you watching play these cards listed? Have any recommendations on some hidden gems for the Commander format? If so, let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know which was your favorite card on this list. I love reading your comments and always try my best to answer them all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out the 2 other videos that should have popped up on the screen. Please drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to keep updated for more of my future Commander content. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.